Welcome back, my beauties, and welcome if you're new. My name is Sheena, and if you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button, and let's go ahead and get into today's set. So today's set is super fun for me because I do love nail art, and so today I'm going to be doing a pop art set. I've only done this one other time on my channel, but I absolutely fell in love with that first design, so I knew I was going to do another on longer nails. Today I am using Welquin's XXL full cover tips, and I've already went ahead and buffed off the shine on these tips and went around the cuticle area a bit to make it a little flushed, being that they're going to be press-ons. So now I'm going in with my first layer of base coat gel, and I'm going to go ahead and cure for 30 seconds. So I'm taking this color from Model 1s that I've had in my collection since the very beginning of me doing nails. Like, this is the very first set of polishes that I bought on my own when I first started doing nails. But I'm going in with this very dark, deep purple, and I'm gonna go ahead and just paint my thumb with this color in entirety. I will do two coats, so I'll do one on camera and the other off, curing in between each for about 30 seconds. And here's how the nail looks after two coats. So next I'm going in with Quiet Lake, which is a Model 1's shade that I absolutely love. And I'm going to be placing that on my nail palette to go in with some nail art. I'm also going in with this Beetle Shades A533, which is a nice shade of yellow, and I'm placing some of that on my nail palette as well. I will also be using a 536, which is also a Beetles gel polish as well. And my typical go-to 895, which is a black Beetles polish. So I'm starting with Quiet Lake, and on this nail I'm going to make a lightning bolt. So I'm just taking the brush and just going around where I think I want that lightning bolt to be. With nail art, you do want to make sure you have a steady hand. So if you pay attention when I go in to start again, my pinky is leveled onto my other hand for some stability. So you do want to do that. If I didn't have my pinky resting where it is or just resting on something, then I wouldn't have the stableness I need to get a pretty okay design every time. So that's very important when going in with nail art. You always want to make sure you have a steady hand and that your hand is, or preferably your pinky, I always see that's the finger we kind of gravitate with. It's kind of level and stable on something just to give those nice lines. So I'm going to go ahead and let you finish watching me make the lightning bolt. After I get it set, I do cure for 30 seconds. Next, I'm going in with A533, which is that yellow shade, and I'm going right next to the lightning bolt I created to kind of give it some dimension, and you'll see what I mean once I get everything outlined. But I'm basically going right around the lightning bolt with the shade right next to Quiet Lake. Once I get all of that set, I do cure again in my lamp for a full 30 seconds. I hope everyone is having an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And I always take my time to thank anyone who has taken their time to watch any one of my videos. It's greatly appreciated. Anyone that is new to my channel, welcome to the Nail Addict family. And I thank you and appreciate you for joining me on my nail journey. If you've been subscribed, you know what it is. You guys are my everythings, and I truly appreciate all of your love and support. You never cease to amaze me by showing up and just making me feel extra special. And for that, I thank you guys and I love you. So now I'm taking Quiet Lake and I'm going diagonally across the bottom of the nail towards the free edge. I'm going to go ahead and fill that in. I will go ahead and cure that for 30 seconds, and then right on top of that, I'm going to make dots with my dialing tool with that color A536, which is that pink shade. And after I get the dots set, I cure again for 30 seconds. So now I'm going to go in with 895, the black Beatles polish, and do some outlining. Now, when I started doing this, I really kind of don't like this black with my nail art brush. And by the way, the nail art brush I'm using is my favorite, my McCart nail art brush in a size 2. But for some reason, gel polishes sometimes like bulk up on the brush, so it looks really smooth, and then I go to start creating my lines and it's like a big glob there. So it kind of frustrates me, especially with this black. And I totally forgot that I bought those Kusa gel liners and I had a perfect black in that set that I could have used. But like I said, I totally forgot, wasn't even thinking. So I started with this Beatles black gel paint on my nail palette, and then I did remember about the Kusa gel liner. So eventually in the set I will pull that out, and it does work so much better. But I'm gonna go ahead and let you finish watching me outline this lightning bolt, and then I'll cure for 30 seconds. And this is how that nail is looking. Then I'm going to add A65 to my nail palette as well. It's another Beatles polish, and I will be incorporating it in my nail art. So now I'm going in with Cream, which is a white gel polish by Model 1s. And I'm going to paint my index finger in entirety in this color. As usual, I'm going to do one coat on camera, but I do a second coat off camera, and I cure both coats for 30 seconds a piece. Once I get the 2 coats of the gel polish set, I'm going in now again with the black Beatles gel polish, and I'm creating an eye on this nail. Eyes are some of the easiest things to draw, and I think it was like one of the first things I drew when I started nail art, or maybe not. I'm not sure, but I do like them. And these designs that I'm drawing on nails are just random designs that I saw like kind of floating and decided to incorporate them in a set. So once I get the outline of the eye set, I do go ahead and cure in my lamp for 30 seconds. Then I'm taking A65 and I'm going to make the inner portion of the eye and cure for 30 seconds. One thing about nail art I can say is if you start in with nail art and you like something, you want to cure it right away. So you cure as many times as you need to make sure nothing messes up, because I found times like recently I did my daughter a set that I didn't record, and I wish I did because it came out so bomb. But we were like rushing. It was like a last minute set right before she was going back to school off of spring break. So I decided not to film it because I just wanted to kind of get through it. But with that particular set, I was trying to like draw this intricate design she wanted, and I just tried to go straight through it and was making little small errors that I had to erase. So I had to end up clearing out that whole nail and starting all over when I could have just simply, did mini cures in between to kind of keep things in place. So important, make sure if you get something set and you like it, at least flash cure it so it doesn't move, because you don't want to do all that work and then have to start all over again. But basically, after I got the blue set, you see me now making the pupil into the eye, and I did cure that for 30 seconds. And now I'm just making two very small dots with my dining tool, kind of like light reflecting off of the eye, and I do cure that as well for 30 seconds. Now I'm taking A65 again, and I'm going right underneath the eyelid there, just to, not the eyelid, but underneath the eye, just to kind of make a puddle of tears there. I thought this was such a cute design, and I think I did such a great job on this. Like, this was my favorite nail by far out of this set. But I'm going and taking that and making a puddle of, tears there. And then I'm going to go down below it and make two water droplets going down that nail. Once I get all of that set, I cure for 30 seconds. So now I'm going to go in and just outline everything with the black gel polish and cure for 30 seconds. And now I'm taking that first purple Model 1 shade, and I'm using my dotting tool, and I'm just going to make random dots all throughout this nail. And I think that put this together so super well. Like I said, this was my favorite nail out of all of the nails I did. Once I get all of the dots set how I want, I then cure in my lamp for 30 seconds. Next, I'm skipping over to my ring finger, and I'm going to go ahead and paint this in Quiet Lake. I do 2 coats, one on camera, one off, curing for 30 seconds in between each coat. So my nail sister Tessa, Sweet Tea Nails, if you haven't checked her out, please do. She does awesome work. But she's the one that kind of put me on pop art, believe it or not. I was scrolling on Instagram one day, or I think I was just on her Instagram page like I do to everyone, and I was just liking all of her stuff, and her pop art she did stood out so much that I actually recreated her set was my first time doing a pop art set. And ever since I did that set, I kept saying, I want to do another, I want to do another, I want to do another. So this may be another series of mine in mini series that I do want to have on my channel. If it's something that you'd like, comment down below and let me know what you think of me having like a pop art series where I just do different pop art designs. Like there's some I see with like actual faces and different things I want to try. So if you like this set today, let me know down below if you wouldn't mind me doing more pop art sets, because obviously I do want to do what makes everyone attract to my channel and come to my channel. So back to the nail set, I'm on the ring now, and I'm just making an outline, like I guess a quotation outline or a quotation box, I guess. So essentially the design I seen on this one, it was like a full box, like all the way around, very defined. But I couldn't kind of get it right on the other side of this nail. So I ended up just making it a half box and just filling all of that in with that polish. And then I did cure that for 30 seconds. So now here's where I feel like I messed up, because again, I had a white gel liner that I could have used, and I feel like for me, the gel liners work a lot better than gel polish. But I was just, doing my normal. So normally I gravitate towards my gel polishes and pull them out, put them on a nail palette, and go in with my nail art. So for me, this cream was a little bit too thick on the brush, and I'm making a hashtag or a pound sign. And I feel like I made it a little too big, but I kept it because at this point it was very late with the design, and I already had done like a set that day, I believe, and I was just kind of trying to ramp up my YouTube a bit by doing a little bit more videos, posting a little bit more each week, just to try to see, can I attract anyone? Can I grow my YouTube family? Because long term, the goal is to actually be a full-time YouTuber. I would love to create content full-time. This is something that I'm actually loving, and whenever I do a set, I actually really enjoy it. So now I'm taking a 536, which is that pink shade by Beetles, and I'm making a quotation mark. So again, like I just felt like the pound sign was really big, but I already had cured that in place. So I kind of had to just make the next two designs fit as well as I could. And then for the last piece, I'm using a 533, the yellow shade, and I'm going to make a star on this nail. And then I'll cure that as well for 30 seconds. So for the last two nails, I did them the same, and I did want to try to do at least one more like piece of art on the nails. But again, it was very late and I wasn't tired, but I know I needed rest for the next day because we had some activities that we were going to do, me and the kids or whatever. So I didn't want to be extra tired for them, even though your girl pushes through it. My kids don't ever know when I'm super tired because I always make sure to make that time for them and make sure they know that I'm always there. So no matter how I'm feeling, I mean, of course, I'm not going to drag myself and like really wear myself out. But for the most part, I always try to keep an upbeat, positive look on everything and try to just push through no matter how tired I am. So I wanted the set to be done just so I can get a little rest for the events on the next day. So for these two nails, I'm painting them fully in Quiet Lake, and I'm going to do 2 coats on my middle. I forgot to do a second coat on my pinky. That's just how tired I was, and I did cure those for 30 seconds. Also, I'm going back now to the ring finger just to finish that up, and I'm basically finishing it with my dotting tool, making random dots on the nail with the yellow shade, and I'm going to cure for 30 seconds. So on my middle and pinky, I'm taking the black gel polish, and I'm just going to go ahead and outline the entire nail with this black. So for the set I did before, it had the same type of nail just in pink. So it's essentially the same thing. I'm just outlining the whole nail in black, and then I'm going to cure for 30 seconds. And like I said, I repeat this on my pinky as well. So for this first portion of the design, I felt like I did it too thick, but I was rushing to try to go and get some rest. I don't know if it was this finger or the pinky, but one of them I did really, really thick. So it's basically just like a glare I'm making off of the nail, basically. So I take the white, now I have the white gel liner you see in my hand if you're noticing. And this is when I first realized, oh gosh, I could have been using this the whole time. So looking back at the video, I never actually picked up the black gel liner until I think the pinky, but I did that off camera so you wouldn't even be able to see it. But I'm basically just making that little piece there, and this is how the nails are looking. And now I'm going to go over them with matte top coat. So matte is the best thing for a pop art set. I actually did see a few going around that had glossy, but it was like, matte just sets this set off, and I cannot wait for you guys to see how it looks when I am done matting them. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and cure for 30 seconds. And this is how they're looking, and I cannot wait for you guys to see them on my hands. And here is the end result. Guys, I am so super in love with this set. I think I did an amazing job at all of the artwork on it. I just absolutely love, love, love this set. This is like one of my favorites, like types of nails is pop art. I just feel like they speak so in so many volumes to you. Like these nails say so much, and it just I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Like I'm just that floored by how great these came out. Comment down below and let me know which one of the nails was your favorite. And also just let me know what you think about the set. And if you've made it this far, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the post notification bell so you don't miss any of my future sets. I thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you in my next video. Again, thank you all so, so much, and much love.